Changing my spark plugs by Chantal Lai. Okay, so first things first, I have a speech impediment for the time being, and being conscious about it, I have to point it out because I couldn't find a free voiceover that sounded like Morgan Freeman. So I'm going to have to narrate this whole video. Anyway, now that I've explained myself, in order to begin this new learning process, I had to do some extensive research in order to source some good quality spark plugs, as I learnt the hard way that cheaper isn't always better. After finding some ones from Super Cheap Auto that I was fairly happy with, I then went in store to go buy the right tools in order to help me change my spark plugs. Lucky for me, I was not alone, as I was assisted by a more knowledgeable other, that being my friend Stav, who will help me in this process. Once the tools were acquired, it was time to get to work. So, Stav kindly changed the first spark plug, telling me the right way to hold a wrench and which way to turn the wrench in order to unscrew the plug. As you can see, the change of my spark plugs was long overdue because my current ones were burnt through. Through operant conditioning, I closely observed Stav's behavior as he changed the second spark plug for me, as I knew if I mimicked his actions, I would achieve the intrinsic reward of self-satisfaction. In relation to Maslow's work, my desire to learn how to change my spark plugs was driven by the need to boost my self-esteem by proving to myself that I could be more self-efficient, thus fulfilling my self-actualization. To put it simply, I want to be able to maintain my car and not have to rely on my mechanic, who initially couldn't come through for me, so it was up to me to save my baby. Through the cognitive orientation of learning, I was able to manipulate the information given to me from Stav, thus being able to make meaning out of the information and the learning experience. As a future teacher, my core values include boosting self-esteem and helping my students achieve self-actualization, which, if you are still unsure of the meaning, is to realize one's talent and potentialities. So, apart from being able to provide a caring and nurturing environment, my aim is to be a facilitator of learner-centered education, because if I can choose to tackle a challenge that has stemmed from personal interest, I want my students to know that they can do it too.
The only reason saying, and when you hold the holder like this, because you might slip and break the spark plug.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you got it good. Sweet.
Yay! The difficulties that I had experienced in this learning process was sometimes not understanding Stav's verbal instruction. I wasn't too sure what was requested of me at times, so I had to be shown. Reflecting on Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences, it is more than likely some of my future students will encounter the same problem, so I must remain conscious of how I deliver my instructions and content. And this brings me to the end of my video. The support provided has left me more confident in being able to change my spark plugs and has inspired me to continue learning how to further maintain my car. Thank you for watching.